In today's video, I'm gonna go over how to write a book without actually writing a book. Confusing, right? So, what I mean by this, first off, you do have a story to tell. If you have any desire to write, you've been through trauma, you've been through something insane, people wanna hear your story. I know there's a lot of books out there. Guarantee there's tons of people that will relate to you. Just remember that. If you have a story, people wanna hear it. First, you can hire a ghostwriter. Obviously, this isn't something that a lot of people can do as it incorporates cost, and it can be very costly depending on what ghostwriter you use. A ghostwriter can write your story. If you don't feel like you have the knowledge or the capability or the time, or you just don't want to sit down and write it, you can pay to have a ghostwriter write your book. How does ghostwriting work? Well, you first need to find a ghostwriter. You can find one on Fiverr, Upwork. If you Google, you can find certain ghostwriters, and I highly recommend that you go off reviews and you try and reach out to other authors or connect with other people to see if they have ghostwriters that they've used that would be a good recommendation, because something you have to be aware of in the world is there's a lot of people scamming, a lot of people stealing other people's work and publishing it as their own. So definitely have a contract in place. Make sure that they sign the contract and make sure that you're not gonna be eligible for any kind of legal action in any way from the contract. But that's the first thing, ghostwriting. How this works is you'll sit down with the person and you can sit down with them one-on-one and just tell them about your story, and they'll write it. You can give them base points that you want them to know, and they'll sit down and write it and fill in all the details, fill it in with fluff, relevant information. So there's many ways that can happen, and you'll pay them their fee that has been agreed to, and they'll send you the final book, and then you can either traditionally publish or self-publish. So that is ghostwriting. Number two, not write like a full novel. So you could write out your story in poetry form. You could do like a short form poetry book. So you could even do like 20, 10, 15, 50 pages of just short form poems of different things that you relate to, things you've been through. So that's another avenue. You could do like a list thing, like 100 things not to do if you've been overseas. Things of that nature, and you could incorporate your stories that way. And you don't even have to fill a whole page. You can just do one and then do a couple sentences, page two, and you can get an illustrator to put in fun pictures or fun illustrations, drawings, anything that you want, you can do. That's something easier than sitting down and writing a full novel if that seems too horrendous or overwhelming to you. Number three, a children's book. So you will have to get an illustrator, but it's a lot less writing. It's something that can be quicker turnaround, at least on your end. And then you'll just work with an illustrator to get the drawings that you want for the children's book. And this can be any little life lessons, trauma, how to handle things of that nature. Another way you can go about this is dictation. So dictation is an app that you can download. It's something you can use on your computer. And all you have to do is talk, and it'll write the words for you. So that's a really easy thing to do if you have trouble sitting down and typing, or if you're a slow typer and you don't want to do it. You just talk to the phone or device that you're using, and it'll basically write the book for you. You'll have to go through and edit, but this is something that makes it easier. So I hope you enjoy these options to write a book without writing a book. I hope you find them helpful, and I hope this helps you get your story out there, because your story matters and we want to hear it.